My dear students, good morning. Today we are going to start class 8 science chapter number 1 crop production and its management. So before we start the chapter, one thing I want to tell you that please use mask and sanitizer to keep yourself free from infection. So let's begin our chapter number 1, that is crop production and management. Let's start our chapter number 1 crop production and management. So my dear students, before starting the chapter, let's talk about the basic things which is given in the chapter. All living beings need food. Plant can make their food themselves. Animal including human cannot make their own food. They get their food directly or indirectly from plant. The energy from food is utilized by all organisms for carrying out their various life processes such as digestion, respiration and excretion. We get our food from plants or animals or both. So you know that food is one of our basic need. In order to perform various vital functions of our body, living organisms need energy. These basic functions allow living organisms to live on the earth and are known as life processes. Nutrition, respiration, excretion, reproduction, etc. are basic life processes. All the living organisms like man, animal and plant need food for their growth and survival. The green plant can synthesize their food by the process of photosynthesis by using inorganic substances like carbon dioxide gas and water in the presence of sunlight energy. But man and other animal, they cannot capable to make their own food by themselves. They need ready-made organic food nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, protein, etc. for their growth and development. Man obtain his food from plant as well as animals. In other words, man has to grow plant and rear animal to meet his requirement of food. Since food is the basic requirement of all, how can it provide it to all? For this, it has to be produced on a large scale. In order to provide food to all, its regular production, proper management and distribution is necessary. In this chapter, we shall discuss about crop production and the steps involved in it. Definitely, food is required by each and every human being. So, we have to provide in too much quantity. So, many type of plant are grown on a large scale in vast field because the food grain produced by them are consumed in large amount. So we have to provide food to our entire population. For that, what we need regular production, proper management and distribution. So in this chapter we will read about that what are the steps due to which we can increase more and more crop production. Let's move toward next topic. So our next topic is agricultural practices. What is the meaning of agriculture practices? Agricultural practices means that what are the basic steps which we have to use to get better crop production. So let's start. The early man was a hunter-gatherer. He used to wander in small groups from place to place in search of food and shelter. He ate raw fruits and hunted animal to get his food. Gradually he discovered fire and found that the roasted meat is tastier to eat. By chance, he also discovered that seeds can be shown to grow plant. This was the beginning of the agriculture. As the time passed, he settled himself along the river bank to grow crops. This was resulted in the development of farming communities. Okay, so my dear student, very well you know about early man. Definitely, till about 10,000 BC, people were nomadic. They were continuously moving or wandering in groups from place to place in search of food and shelter. These nomadic people ate raw fruits and vegetables found in nature and started hunting animals for food. Later, they settled near the sources of water such as river and cultivated land to produce wheat, paddy and other food crops. This is how agriculture was born. So this is the story of agriculture. It means that the growing of plant in the fields for obtaining food is known as agriculture. Agriculture is called kheti bari or krishi in Hindi. You know this very well. The word agriculture has been derived from the Latin word ager means field. So ager means field and cultura means cultivation. Thus growing plant for getting food and other useful product is called agriculture. It means we can also say like that the science of farming including cultivation of the soil and rearing of animal is called agriculture. The term agriculture has been derived from the Latin word ager meaning field and cultura meaning cultivation. Some important crops grown in our country are listed below. Okay, so let's see that different example of crop is given which we used to grow in our country. So number 1, food grain. What is the meaning of food grain? Just see what is given here. Food grains means crops that are used for human consumption. So what crops we use for our consumption? See that major crops: rice, wheat, maize, millets, pulses and oil seeds. Number 2, commercial crops. So commercial crops are crops which are grown for sale to return profit. So we sell these commercial crops in raw form और in semi processed form, यानी कच्चे माल के रूप में या आधा हाफ कच्चे माल के रूप में या आधा कच्चे माल के रूप में, यानी पूरी तरह से तैयार नहीं. सेमी प्रोसेस्ड मीन्स हाफ रेडी. एग्जाम्पल वी हैव कॉटन, जूट, sugarcane, tobacco and oil seeds. Number 3, plantation crops. So plantation crops are those crops which have high value commercial crops which play a vital role in the agriculture economy. It means that plantation crops, they play a very important role because they are high value commercial crops which play a vital role in the agriculture economy. So crops which are grown for plantation covering a large state. State means area. Example we have tea, coffee, coconut and rubber. Horticulture, section of agriculture in which fruit and vegetables are grown. So horticulture means what it is? That section of agriculture in which fruits and vegetables are grown. Example we have vegetables and fruits. So our next topic is crops. When plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. For example, crop of rice means that all the plants growing on a field are of rice. Crops are of different type like cereals, vegetables, fruits, pulses, etc. Okay, so let's try to understand the meaning of crop. When the same kind of plant are grown in the fields on a large scale to obtain foods like cereals. Example of cereals are wheat, rice, maize. So food like cereals, pulses, vegetables and fruits, etc. It is called a crop. For example, a crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in the field are that of wheat. A crop is called fasal in Hindi. So I hope you understand the meaning of crop. Crops can be classified on the basis of the season in which they grow. India is a vast country. The climatic conditions like temperature, humidity, and rainfall vary from one region to another. Accordingly, there is a rich variety of crops grown in different parts of the country. Despite this diversity, two broad cropping pattern can be identified. Okay, so India is a very big country and climatic conditions is different for different region. So due to that, based on the season in which they grow well, all the crops categorized into two main groups. Number 1, kharif crops. The crops which are sown in rainy season are called kharif crop. The rainy season in India generally from June to September. Paddy, maize, soyabean, groundnut, cotton, etc. are some kharif crops. See, that picture is given of different crop which we grow in which we call kharif crops. So the crops which are sown in the rainy season are called kharif crops. The rainy season in India is generally from June to September. The sowing for kharif crops starts in June and July at the beginning of monsoon. Because these crops, particularly we are talking about paddy, need a very large amount of water. The kharif crops are harvested at the end of the monsoon season during September or October. Some of the example of kharif crops are, once again you see, paddy, maize, millet, soyabean, groundnut and cotton.
हेलो हाँ एक मिनट सर.
Next is Rabi crop. The crop grown in winter season are called Rabi crops. Their time period is generally from October to March. Example of some Rabi crops are wheat, gram, pea, mustard and linseed. So it means that the crops grown in winter season are called Rabi crops. The time period of Rabi crops is generally from October to March. The sowing for Rabi crop begin at the beginning of winter, means in the month of October, November, and the crops are harvested by March or April. Some of the example of Rabi crops are wheat, gram, that is chana, pea, mustard and linseed. In addition to these two crops, Jaid crop are grown in some part of the country during March to June. So Jaid crops are grown in the month of March to June. Muskmelon, watermelon, bitter gourd and pumpkin are some of the example of Jaid crops. So it means that in this cropping pattern we mainly used to grow vegetables. So our next topic is basic practices of crop production. The activities or tasks required to perform for the cultivation of crops are referred to as agricultural practices. These steps involved in agricultural practices are described below. Okay, so you see that in order to raise a crop or cultivate a crop successfully and profitably for food production, a farmer has performed a large number of tasks in a sequence. Sequence means one after the other. The various tasks performed by a farmer to produce a good crop are called agricultural practices. The various agricultural practices which are carried out at various stages of crop production are: number 1, that is preparation of soil. Number 2, sowing of seed. Number 3, adding manure and fertilizer. Number 4, irrigation. Number 5, protection from weeds. Next we have harvesting, and the last step is storage. Okay, so my dear student, that's all for today's class. Next, all these topics we will discuss in next video. Till that, please revise all the things which I taught you in this video. And my dear student, your homework is that you have to make neat and clean notes of this chapter in your science copy. Okay, so thank you watching for